Hello.
Hello, I love it. It's my first time having a call with Mexican and everyone says hello when they come in. It's amazing.
Never People are not shy in Mexico.
Hola.
Hola.
Good evening.
Good evening.
It's good evening in Mexico and good morning in Asia. So
yes, it's 8 a.m. here. So I'm in the future. I'm in the next. I'm on Thursday already.
Oh, that is true. It's already the future. What's happening?
Well, there's a Mexican guy who's moving a lot of hands everywhere.
I don't know what are you talking about?
Cool. Yes. So, hola everyone. Hello. Feel free to share on the chat where you're calling from. I think we have everyone from all around Mexico. We have from El DF, from Guanajuato, from Michoacán, from wherever. I think we have even people from Latin America. Please type on the chat. Escribe en el chat de dónde vienen. Oh, El Salvador.
Órale.
Ah, nice.
Monterrey, Cuernavaca, Ciudad de México. Wow. Saltillo.
So cool. Oh, CDMX. Yay. Okay. Oh.
Wow. Veracruz. Nice. Perfect. So thank you so much, everyone, for coming and joining us today. Can you guys see my screen now? Yeah, all good? Yes. Perfect. So thank you once again. Let us first know where you're calling from. You're just joining the call. And we see people from all over Mexico, which is really cool, and El Salvadorians too, which is really, really cool. I guess we, like in Mexico, we don't really have the opportunity to interact a lot with people from Central America. So this is really nice to have you also on board. So now, how are you feeling now? So do you feel excited, happy, or you need coffee? I know for sure in this part of the world, we need coffee. It's very early for us, but maybe you had a long day already and such. So if you do need coffee, just share it and type it in the chat. We need to have also your energy so we wake up. So please help us out with that. Yeah, so we have a lot of people excited. Yeah, coffee, we understand that as well. You can always just go, like bring your coffee now as well. Perfect. A lot of people happy and excited. That's so nice to hear, or at least read for now. So yeah, I think now, why don't we introduce ourselves, Ting Long? Maybe I start. So hello everyone, I'm Carla Barradas. You have seen my email, so probably you're familiar with my name, but I'm based here in Singapore, but I'm actually from Mexico as well. I'm from Veracruz, Mexico. This is our first time having a call with Latin America, so we're all super, super excited to launch this program, which is called Movers. And yeah, so I moved here back in late 2019, but it's still, it's still super Mexican. So you can tell by my accent, it's very strong. So don't feel ashamed by, that you also have an accent and we will be sharing and such. It's just part of the beauty, I would say. But yeah, so one of the best colleague in the world is Ding Long. He's the #1 fan he has. And yeah, so Ding Long, would you like to introduce yourself? You can also do in Spanish if you want.
Thank you so much, Carla. So much pressure. Hola, everyone. Hello. I'm Din Long. I have a Vietnamese name, and I was born and raised in Paris, in France. And maybe one thing about me, I did my exchange in Mexico, in El DF. I studied 6 months in El ITAM, in San Angel and El DF. It was such a great experience. I loved it. So I spent 6 months in Mexico, studying a little bit, but mostly traveling around the country. And yeah, I miss tacos al pastor so much. For some reason, right, I'm living in Phnom Penh, Cambodia, and there's so many Mexican restaurants. They are all having like great tacos al pastor and queso fundido. So I eat that at least once a week. And yeah, super nice to meet you all. Yeah, I think my first call with youth from Latin America. I'm so impressed by how active you are. Please continue. And yeah, I also work at UNDP for the Asia Pacific office. So with Carla, we work with young people in Asia Pacific to help them become, build their leadership skills, build skills necessary for them to be ready for the future, for them to find better jobs, to support them to launch social enterprise, basically to help them address the sustainable development goals in any way. And we are so honored, thanks to the awesome support from Fernando from PNUD México, to be able to bring movers to Mexico and also beyond to Latin America. So super excited. So today we'll introduce a bit about movers and everything. And maybe before we restart, I'll pass it to Fernando if you want to introduce yourself.
Thank you, Dean Long, and thank you, Carla. Hi, everyone. I'm very happy to see all of you guys. Some of you I recognize, some others I don't. But it's good because then we'll have a chance to get to know each other a little better. My name is Fernando Atristain. I am in the UNDP country office in Mexico. And yeah, we're really excited. And I want to really take the time to just I express my gratitude to both Dean Long and Carla, who have always been in great disposition to make this happen. And today, as I usually say with most of these kinds of events, ask as many questions as you want. These guys are the super experts. So it's a fantastic time for us to just exchange well, our ideas and the things that we have in our minds. So I'm just saying, just take the chance and ask many questions. You can either use, I guess, the chat or open your mic or whatever. But we're really happy that you're joining us today. So thanks, everyone.
Thank you so much. And no, thank you for this opportunity. We're really excited to have this and to share what we do in Asia Pacific, also in this part of the world. So now let me just resume sharing. So, okay. Why are we here? So we will spend some more time explaining on movers and such, but everything here is about you guys. So first of all, we would like to start with an icebreaker session where you guys would like to, just share with you in small groups and just introduce yourselves and such. This is very important, and don't feel ashamed. We're doing it in English, but if you wanna just switch to Spanish, it's also fine in the small rooms as well. But from then we will just hear a bit more on the Movers program, what we do, and why is it that we want to launch this in Latin America as well. And then we will have these two amazing movers joining that are already here on the call. They will share their experience of movers. So we had Keseban and Shepdong. I know I'm not pronouncing it properly, so please correct me. And yeah, then we will have some next steps. Fernando is going to share a bit more on the initiative he's running in Country Office Mexico. And then we will have some time for Q&A. So for the icebreaker, we have a question for you. And I will also be typing it in chat. So you have it here. So which of the following superpowers you would not like to have? So normally we have this question a lot, but it's not. So focus on that part, what you absolutely would not want to have. So first is read others people's mind. Second, become invisible. And the third is to have control of ice or fire. So now you guys to discuss this and give real answers. Why is it that this is the one you're choosing? So we will start with the breakout rooms now and send you.
Yeah, so I'll send you all to breakout room. Keep in mind the question from Carla. I think you need to scroll up a bit now to find the question. Yeah, introduce yourself, answer the question. We'll send you there for 10 minutes. You will be in a room with 3-4. Some of you might have K7, Xiaotong in the room. So please speak in English. If you are by yourself, feel free to speak in Spanish, and we'll come back in 10 minutes. So have fun, get to know each other, and yeah. Yeah, welcome back. Okay, I got cut while I was speaking. Welcome back, everyone. How was it?
Great.
Super
Very
nice.
interesting.
I think it was fun and so entertaining.
Perfect. Cool. Yeah, during the Movers workshop, it will be like this for 2 hours. So don't miss it next week. But also from my 2 colleagues from Mexico, so happy. Cool. So yeah, we'll move on to introduce a bit about Movers program. I wonder, you saw this email from your university, or you got a message from Carla, and you were like, okay, cool, event from PNUD. What is Movers program? I never heard of Movers program in my life before. So before we start to introduce it, we wanted to show you, we asked this question to our own community members in Asia Pacific. So in Asia Pacific, we have, so basically we organize a lot of workshops, and we have a big community of 11,000 youth in Asia Pacific. So from 20 different countries, all the way from Iran, Bhutan, Nepal, Malaysia, China, Australia, pretty much everywhere. So we asked them first, how would you describe Movers program in a few words? So we made this word cloud, and you can see here, it's all about Juventud, all about youth empowerment, about SDGs, about community, about train the trainer. You can see UNDP as well, networking. So yeah, it's really all of that. It's a program around youth empowerment, around community building, and it's a community of youth, basically, from all around Asia Pacific, and now soon all around Latin America, we hope, who take action for the Sustainable Development Goals by organizing and facilitating workshops like the one that you will attend next week. We'll share a bit more information a bit later. But yeah, basically it's a skills development program for youth. And instead of us delivering all the skills training, skills workshop, we hope that youth can deliver it themselves for other youth, because the best way to learn a skill and to develop a skill is to practice it, is to put yourself on the stage. And we really want to, change this mindset from, okay, I'm a youth, I'm 18, 19, 20, whatever, I'm a participant. We want to change it to, I'm actually the one who can inspire my own community. I'm the one who can go out there, mobilize my friends, my community, and teach them about SDGs, about what is entrepreneurship, about what is climate change, etc., etc. So yeah, if we move to the next slide, we want to show you a bit, for example, let's take the example of me. Let's say I'm a random youth. I mean, not random youth. This time I'm a youth from wherever in the world. I care a bit, about having a positive impact in the world. But the thing is, I'm not really sure what are the social or environmental issues that I care about. How do I take action? How do I start? How do I mobilize my friends around me who seem not to care? So how do I do that? So I'm Din Long. I want to take action, but I'm not sure about what cause I'm passionate about. I'm not sure what I can do to start. And I'm not so sure about my leadership skills, if I'm able to do all of that. On the other side, there is this amazing woman. Her name is Carla Baradas. Maybe some of you have heard about her. She's drinking a jarrito on the picture, and she's amazing. She's taking action. She's done, a lot of work experience in social and environmental issues. She's inspiring a lot of youth to take action for the SDGs as well. She seems to have figured it out. So how do you transform? What is a journey from Din Long to Carla? It's the missing piece, which is Movers Program. Basically, we try to encourage and help any young person from Asia Pacific, from Latin America, to take the first step in the change-making journey, and then the second step, and then the third step, and then any step that they need to take action for the cause they care about. And it's through a workshop, it's through all our Train the Trainer toolkits for youth to take ownership of the workshop and conduct it themselves. It's by sharing a lot of learning opportunities with all our community members. It's by providing peer-to-peer mentorship and also a supportive community where you feel safe to be yourself, to take action, to make mistakes. We'll come back to it. But yeah, it's a community here for you. Everything is peer-to-peer. We want youth to inspire other youth. We don't want UNDP to do everything because it makes no sense. We want it to be a movement led by the youth and for the youth. And I think the best way for you to learn a bit about movers, instead of like having someone from UNDP just validating what I've been already doing, is to hear from two experienced volunteers of the Movers Program a bit about their journey. So we have with us today K7 and Xiao Tong, respectively from Malaysia and China. So they will share a bit about their journey. So I will stop speaking and maybe I will give the floor first to K7.
I didn't realize that picture would be used, but all right. Hey guys, it's nice to meet you guys today. So my name is K7. You can call me K. I'm from Malaysia. I'm currently working under Halt Price Foundation, and I am a mentor for the Movers Program. I've started my journey as a social entrepreneur, but now as someone who mentors and supports young people in raising awareness about the sustainable development goals, SDGs, and bringing out the best in them in youth through social entrepreneurship. So I was a part of the Movers program for about 1 year now. I was asked to share my experience, but I haven't prepared anything, so here goes. 1 year ago, I was like you, sitting in front of the laptop, sitting in front of the computer. Some might be doing it in front of their smartphone right now, just waiting for the Movers event to start. At that time, I just returned back from Japan, completed my degree, and not really sure what I'm supposed to do in the coming future. But my first session in Movers, a lot of things have changed. So just taking a step back, obviously, when you hear about the Movers, I was interested at that time, but I'm not sure what it is at that time. I bet some of you have like Googled Movers program on Google or whatever. There are not many information about that online. But my first session was with Din Long and Linka. And also at that time, Linka is another version of Din Long who's working with him in Bangkok, I believe. But at that moment, the very first session really opened my eyes. The ones who joined the call, youth particularly, were people like me, a young person who really wants to make a change, who really wants to change his or her environment, but we don't really know how to do. We don't know where to start. We don't know where to go. We don't know who to see. We don't know what skills we're supposed to equip in ourselves. But throughout this Movers program, I, speaking from personal experience, had the opportunity to connect with great people from around the world, sharpening skills as an entrepreneur, such as creative thinking, problem solving, storytelling, and also techniques to host workshops and webinars effectively and other benefits. So being under the Movers program, it's not limited to social entrepreneurs. It's also people who want to support social entrepreneurs, community builders, and all of this stuff. You'll get to meet people from around the world. Sharing from my experience, I got to collaborate with people from probably the whole Asia Pacific, in Japan and Bangladesh and Pakistan, and where else? So it's nearly about 10 plus countries, and I've conducted virtual workshops with them. And for me, connecting by having this virtual workshop, I sort of know what I wanted to do in the future, and hence, like, probably in my case, I wanted to solve a certain problem, but I did not really understand what the other youth from other countries are really facing and what they're passionate about. So through Movers program, I got to really kept in touch with them, really understand that their situations. And yeah, that is just my experience with Movers. Through the Movers program, again, I'm going to use this keyword, connections, because if you want to solve anything, connection is important. You want to apply for a job, connections is important. You want to make change, you got to bring everyone together, and hence connection is important. For me personally, Movers program, if you know SDGs very well, there's SDGs number 17, partnerships, which I really take value towards it. Which I really take value towards it. If you want to make a change, partnership is important, And through this Movers program, a lot of doors has been opening up for me. I'm not going to lie. I have gotten a scholarship to the United States because of the Movers, because of what the interviewers think about my role in the Movers itself. So it has like a stepping stone. It doesn't limit me into just one single box. It lets me open up, and it's pretty eye-opening for me. So thank you so much on the Mover side, but that's another day for another story. But I truly believe that your life would change if you participate with Movers. So the concept of Movers is just simple. We are training you, you get to train other people. So what you are teaching to other people is going to be valuable for the next generation. So it flows like a wave, You do one thing, you cause impact from another thing. And for now, we are talking about just the probably in the, let's say, just a part of the world, but whatever initiative you're making in that point, even though it's a small initiative, it's going to cause a great impact to the person at the other corner of the world. So whatever you're doing right now, it's going to be really big impact to a person aside from you. Probably I'm in like Malaysia right now, and it's going to cause a lot of things. I guess that's about it from my experience. I really suggest you of like entering Movers program, so we can work out, we can move together, we can work side by side. And yeah, I'm just gonna pass it back to Din Long.
Thank you so much, Kay. I see a lot of applause and emoji. Thank you so much. I didn't know anything that he was going to say today, so I'm as touched as everyone else. Maybe just to highlight 2 points. The first one is he said he's collaborated with 10 plus countries, and beyond the impressive number, it's every time he will go to Bangladesh, China, India, whatever, he will have friends to hang out with. So I think that the best takeaway, it's if you travel to everywhere, you will have friends to hang out with, to show you around. And the other is, another thing which is important for movers is, of course, all the workshop training, you will develop a lot of skills, but it's not only for you, but hopefully what we always say is youth have to be the change makers, but most importantly, the bridges to their own communities. Because for sure, people, you have friends who couldn't make it today, or who are not able to make it, or who might not have Zoom or laptop or internet to connect as well to this session. So how we see the role of movers is to go back there and everything you learn, give it back, share it back to as many people as possible. So yeah, thank you so much, Kay, for sharing your experience. And yeah, now I'll pass it to Xiaotong. So yeah, Xiaotong, the floor is yours.
Hi. Hi guys. I'm Xiaotong, a member in Movers program in China. Now I'm studying in the UK for my postgraduate degree. I'm so happy to know you guys today. I have some experience in Movers program, and I have facilitated 4 Movers workshops before, and 3 of them were online, and I try to cooperate with some organizations which concern about the SDGs, and I also have one workshop was face-to-face workshop in my city, and the place was in an international school, and I facilitate one workshops for high school students in there. I think it's very important to let them know SDGs as soon as possible. So all in all, there were nearly 200 people in China who joined in my workshop before. I think there are 3 advantages to join in Moore's program. First, as Kai mentioned before, and connection is the key word. And I think it's a great opportunity to meet a new friend with same interest in our program. And there are so many excellent people from different backgrounds, and but we have same interest, and so we have a very close bonding together, and we can talk about this in a very deep way. So that's important. We have a really good relationship together. And then I think we can also learn about more we can also learn more about the friends in our social circle. Same as me, I didn't know them before too much. I didn't connect them, but when I start my Movers program, I just try to connect with them, and I know they also do something with related to SDGs. So we strengthen our relationship, and then we can do this together. So there is a program like organizations as SRP, and now I already in these organizations, and I help them to do some connections work, and I also have a family Moore's program. I also find another family in SRP. So it's important to seek some operations in your social circle. Once you know them more, the cooperation opportunities will show for you. And secondly, I think in this program, I find my life partner, my lover. Yes, my current boyfriend during this process. Yeah, and our first met I just trying to find some offline cooperation, and I went to his company to to find some cooperation. We met each other, and he is a young entrepreneur and same as Kai, and we talk about a lot about how to make a good workshop, and I also invited him as a guest in my workshop. And after a long time of knowing each other, we realize that we are the person that's in our dreams. So we just be together. And this is a great journey. And you may find them that's you have been dreaming for a long time. So I think it's very important to know that that from my experience. And last but not least, I think the one meaning of our lives is to be a better ourselves. So I think I found a better myself in here. So and I want you guys to know, don't worry too much about other things. Like, I think I don't know too much about SDGs. I think my language skills are not that good, but it's okay. Don't worry about that. We can improve in our program together. And don't worry about too much your connection. We can work together. All the team, all the program members will help you, and just try your best to do so, and use your specialties and enthusiasm, and that's all you need to find a better yourselves in Mora's program. It can be very beneficial and worthwhile journey. And if you're lucky, you can meet your life partner same as me. Yeah, that's the end of my session. Thank you for listening. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I think everyone is a big fan of your story now. And yeah, that's actually a secret, our secret indicator in the MOS program, our secret goal, so that everyone finds a life partner. So Feng, I think maybe just to highlight one point, Xiaotong spoke about family, and ourselves as well in UNDP, we always mention movers, we say movers family, because yeah, I mean, we really hope to create a safe space for everyone to be here themselves. And it's a giver first community, right? So if you do your best, everyone else will do their best to support you as well. So thank you so much, Kay and Xiaotong. Again, we didn't force them to to say all of this. I didn't know anything, so I'm so touched. And yeah, so happy to hear that. Thanks again for waking up early also. And yeah, back to you, Carla.
Thank you so much. I'm just recovering from such a nice story. Thank you for sharing that. And yeah, we do this on the side to help you guys with matching and such. But okay, let's just we are running out of time, so let's just move on to how it's gonna be. So we're gonna be having 2 movers workshops in the next few days. So the first one is gonna be on April 20th from 8 to 10 p.m. Just this is all in Mexico City time. And so we're gonna start with an introduction to the SDGs, and then we will move on to the orientation to entrepreneurship. So this is very important for us in the sense that now you have a better understanding what it is about, which you heard of the experience of these 2 amazing movers and how they have been, evolving and through this process as well. But this is the time for you to also get the knowledge yourself. So all these sessions are gonna be very interactive as well. It's not only about us sharing and talking for hours, because just not going to have an impact. We want you guys to share. And I guess now you know that for sure you have something in common with everyone in this room. So you all want to take action, you all want to make a change. And we're just here to support and to give you the right skills that we think are going to help you through this process as well. So now I'm just gonna share how the mover's journey would look like. So it started with the registration, like you already did this, then this is the onboarding call. Now you have a better understanding what it is. Probably when you like saw an email or just the poster, it was really hard to tell all of this in just few words. Then it's gonna be the 2 movers workshop that you should join in order to qualify to do this. And sorry. Then we will have we will ask you to join the movers community, and then you have to start getting ready to become a mover yourself. What it means is actually to conduct a 1 workshop. This is going to be with your own community. You can get together and co-facilitate and do this as well. And once you have run your first workshop, we want you guys to have some time to reflect and share. So how you felt, what was, something that you should have done differently, what you would like to improve. And, it's a lot of not only sharing and ask for help, it's also for you guys to reflect yourself and see, okay, I did this, I went through these 2 hours workshop, and I think I should, just improve a bit of, I don't know, my energy, my tone, or how I get them more engaged, So it's very exploratory at the same time. Once you reflect and just see how you can also improve, ask for help, if anything and such, then you will have to conduct your second workshop. And once you conduct that one, then you again reflect, see how it went, how you actually change from number 1 to number 2. And then you are officially a mover. It would allow you to, be part of this whole network that, as is for now, is really big here in Asia Pacific. We have around 11,000 participants at this moment. So you will be part of this community and this family as well. And then you will get to level up. When I mean, sorry that I go back to what I mean with the movers community, we will allow you to be part of our Facebook webpage, where we share, and you'll also get to interact with all the other movers in around the world. And this is how the movers journey look like. So once at this moment you're a participant, and you will get to be in the workshops and just listen to us and interact and such. Then you will become an inspired mover, since you will start to register and be part of this onboarding call. Then it's going to be time for you to become a facilitator. So you will have these 2 workshops going on. Then once you reach 4 workshops, and you will get 2 movers also involved, you will become a mover mentor. After becoming a mover mentor, and then after 8 workshops, you will become a mover community builder, and so on and so forth. What we're trying to say here is that there's always levels. So you have different name tags according to how many workshops you are conducting and such. But this is not just to create competition among you guys. It's just for you to also feel proud of what you're doing. We know it's not easy to just come out there and share and take the SDGs and all the information we're sharing with you as your own. So we also want to congratulate you. We want you to feel awarded for what you're doing. So this is the whole idea behind the journey itself. And yeah, this is, of course, an ongoing learning journey. As the movers were sharing, they started from scratch. They didn't know really much about it. They had no idea how to, go ahead and get people involved and everything. But through the whole sessions, they got to have this opportunity to experiment and see what works, what doesn't work, and keep going with that and keep learning yourself. So you will get to, of course, learn from your mistakes. You will learn to also learn from the experience of other mentors who are doing this, who have been on the Movers program for a while now. So you will get to have this experience and exchange ideas and such. And of course, at the end of the day, everything is about having fun. So if you are not having fun, if this is like too boring for you, then it's absolutely not gonna work. You're not gonna create any impact if you don't really enjoy what you're doing. So just also relax and make new friends. As I said, all of you have something in common already, right? So now we have people in all over Mexico joining this call, and also in El Salvador. So how can you also take advantage of this opportunity, right? You already know that you all want to do something good for the community and for environment, and through the whole process you will see how I can actually collaborate with these other people in the country or overseas as well. And the main thing about all this is to create these connections, right, between Asia Pacific and Latin America. And I just found this quote from the former president of the Inter-American Development Bank. And I think it's just so accurate, because I will just read it, although you can read it yourself, but it's going to be like, so the two regions are engaging as never before. They have become strategically important to each other, and not just because they supply each other with needed commodities, manufactured goods, markets, and investment. Now, more than ever, we need to tap each other's expertise in handling the complex development challenges that both regions are facing. And for me, this is very important because back in Mexico, I never really had the opportunity to see that the challenges we face day to day are the same things that are happening in Asia Pacific. And what worries to me the most is the same that probably Kay is worried about here in Malaysia. And how can we take advantage of this, this opportunity? We have this huge community here, and now you guys will be able to interact and share your ideas and share your thoughts with people from really, really far away. But you will get to see that we have way more in common than you think. We do see the challenges as the same. We have the same struggles. We all want to, grow in our personal, but also our professional career. How can I get the job I want? How can I be and have the right skills to become that person and such? So I just wanted to share. We don't have to read all these, but here are the answers when we ask people, why do you want to join the Movers program? This is answers from people in Asia Pacific, and we have from Latin America. And if you see, it's pretty much the same. You guys want to have an impact. You want to change things. Do you want to engage with your community? You want to take action, stop just waiting for things to come to you, and go ahead. So for me, it's very straightforward, but I want you guys to also take that as well, that you will get this unique opportunity to talk about the SDGs and see how you can take action. And who knows, maybe you end up actually doing something together. Could be a social enterprise, but it could also just be a project. How can we actually take action together, although we're so far away? So with all this, I will pass it to Dinglong again, so you can share a bit more on the photos here.
Thank you so much, Carla, for the super inspiring words. So we just wanted to end with a few pictures of movers, and after that, I'll pass it to Fernando for some closing remarks. But here is a picture from the first official movers workshop. It was December 15, 2019. And yeah, we didn't know back then that it's gonna be so big. But yeah, that was the first workshop, again, on SDGs and entrepreneurship. And the beauty of this is the next year, exactly 1 year later, for the 1 year anniversary, they all came back together. The community in Bangladesh grew so big. They all have movers t-shirt, and they just had this offline gathering. So we're so happy to see that. And yeah, there's just a lot of pictures of workshop, like the first workshop in Nepal, an amazing offline workshop in Pakistan. You can see me in the middle. This was a workshop specifically for indigenous youth from Asia Pacific. So that was amazing. That was 2 offline workshops, one in a very grassroots area in Cambodia and one in a vegan coffee shop in Ho Chi Minh City in Vietnam. Just to show you that people host workshops pretty much anywhere, everywhere. That's also online workshops that we've been doing in partnership with LinkedIn on digital branding. And we'll do a picture like this as well at the end to have the first Latin America picture. And maybe one super proud achievement that we want to share from one of our mover ambassador. Her name is Lameya, she's from Bangladesh. And she started her mover's journey in May last year as a participant. She just found a workshop through Facebook. She joined it, and then we couldn't stop her anymore. She organized 1 workshop, then 2 workshops, then 3 workshops, mentored a lot of new movers, became like, you know, like the mover represent like a reference in Bangladesh, and she facilitated more than 20 workshops. She grew so much self-confidence, and so part of that, she also has a deep interest in climate change. So with UNDP, we organized a few months ago a regional dialogue on climate change, and we wanted to have someone from movers community to share as basically we have ending remarks, you know, in this kind of forums, we always have very high level closing remarks. So this time we had the ambassador of Italy, of Singapore, the like Asia, Southeast Asia ambassador for COP26, and the big boss of UNDP, and also Lamea, who was sharing her journey as a mover and as a climate activist. And she was sharing with all like like as a mover ambassador, she was sharing with 3 other real diplomat ambassadors. And yeah, just to show you, we're so proud of her journey, but she started as a participant in May last year, organized more than 20 workshops, inspired hundreds and hundreds of youth, ended up sharing her journey with diplomats in front of, you can see 430 people and even more hundreds who watch the recording and the live. So yeah, we just wanted to share that. It's just a proud journey of one of the movers from us as well. And yeah, so before we move on to, if you have any question to the group picture, I'll pass it back to Fernando to share a bit about Empodérate, our super partner for Movers Program Latam.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Zin Long. And that it's going to be very hard to follow that because it's not as inspiring as what I'm going to tell you as what we just heard. But nevertheless, the whole point of us having youth engaged, especially youth in Mexico, with all the youth around the world, it's important for us to have like a framework of why we wanted to do this. And one project that we currently have in the country office in Mexico is called Empodérate, which is to get empowered to those non-Spanish speakers. And what we are searching for is for different young people, especially people between 18 to 35 years old, to, if they happen to have a startup or an entrepreneurial project that is in the very early stages and that somehow was affected by what is currently happening in well, all around the world with this with the pandemic and with COVID-19. What we're trying to do is to recruit these very young entrepreneurs who might want to have some guidance, who might want to know how to go back to normal, but in a far better way than before the pandemic. And that's what we're doing with Empodérate. We're supporting young entrepreneurs, also small and medium enterprises who have been affected by the COVID pandemic, with classes, with training, and that's what we're doing online. Oh yeah, there you have it. The project in itself, it's basically what I just said. What we intend to do is to mitigate all the consequences that the COVID-19 has had specifically in the economy in Mexico, and we want to focus on an economic recovery process that is really empowering and that is protecting employment and that promotes, most importantly, decent work. And if you know your SDGs very well, you know that SDG 8 promotes precisely that, no? To go back into this, to having this economic recovery by ensuring that everyone has a decent work, no? So that is what we're doing, and what we want to encourage you as well is to complete the workshops that are going to happen next week that Carla just announced in her intervention, and to propose, if you want to replicate what you just learned in the workshops, you can do it along with entrepreneurs from Puebla or from Morelos. These are the 2 states where we're going to be working on. And if you want to, and you want to see a possibility of maybe replicating the information that you get in the workshops, you can do it, and we'll be happy to coordinate like that a group with a group of entrepreneurs, so you can facilitate those workshops with them. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And I think just like my very last advertisement, if we just, yes, thank you. If you happen to have a social entrepreneurship project, or maybe you know someone that will want to have this sort of training, this is what we're launching right now. We still have space for some entrepreneurs, and the cool thing is that initially we just wanted to have it in Puebla, but now it's on a national scale. So if you guys are in Chiapas, in Oaxaca, in Sonora, anywhere in Mexico, and you want to participate in this training, you can do so by going into this, well, you have the QR code there, so you can scan it with your phone if you know you are very tech savvy, but I don't. But if you don't, no, there's no problem. You can still log in the website bit.ly/Empodérate 2021. What? You see my switch from Spanish, from English to Spanish? That was cool, huh? Anyway, no, the important thing is that if you know someone who might want to benefit from this training, please encourage them to apply. We're still receiving applications until the end of this week. So you have to do it quick and you have to do it fast. Anyway, thank you again. And if you have any questions, please just let me know. Over to you, Dilma.
Gracias, Fernando. Thank you so much. So yeah, we'll share again the link in the post onboarding call email, as well as the details of the upcoming workshops, which I will show still here. So basically it's next Tuesday and Thursday, I think. So 8 p.m. CDMX time. About SDGs and then entrepreneurship. It will be in English. There will be some of our friends from Asia Pacific as well. So yeah, check your inbox. You'll receive all the details. And feel free as well, you will receive a small banner and a one-pager. Feel free to share with some of your friends who couldn't make it today also, if you think they will be interested. We'll share also about the program of PNUD México. And yeah, that's some of the immediate next step for next week. We are so excited. Before we take the group picture, we just wonder if there is any burning questions that you'd like to ask us. Feel free to type in the chat or unmute yourself. If not, please turn on the video and get ready for the first ever Movers Empodérate group picture of LATAM. Yes, I see you raise your hand, or I can see the name, but go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. I was wondering, how can we contact Fernando if we are interested in replicating these workshops later on with the Empodérate initiative?
That's a fantastic question. Thank you so much. I think I'm gonna leave my email in the chat. Regardless of that, I'm gonna be logging into the sessions for next week as well, so you can reach me as well through the chat. But regardless of that, I'm gonna just write my email, and you can contact me as well.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so you can contact him, you can contact us as well, and we'll also be in touch to see whoever is interested. So, but yeah, so cool to see some excitement already. Yes, go ahead. I see a raised hand. Yeah, Christian.
Okay, I have a question about it, because I see in the presentation, then you have to be 18 years old to participate in the move, and I'm Jout, and I don't have the age that needs to qualify.
Oh, actually,
And I need to wait until I have that age, or
no, you can join. Actually, I'm not sure.
or something.
Where did you see that?
I think for the Empodérate.
Excuse me?
Oh, okay.
sorry. Yeah, I think I may have caused a little bit of confusion. For the programs movement, the movers program, there's no age limitation. I think you can connect and please correct me if I'm mistaken, Dinlong or Carla. There's no age minimum, so you can attend the workshops. There's no problem with that. In regards to Empodérate, which is the program for social entrepreneurship and where we train on specifically on social entrepreneurs, we do have that minimum requirement of at least being over 18. So I would encourage you to still be like, don't be like, oh, I cannot participate in Empodérate, then forget about it. I don't want anything. Oh, no. Do the opposite. I encourage you to stay in the workshops for movers, and then on you can still be in touch with us, and hopefully by next year, if we open it again, then you can apply once you have at least 18.
Thank you, Lara. I don't have any more questions. Thanks.
Thank you, Christian. And yes, over to you, Carolina.
Hi, good evening and good morning. I have a question about the step of reflect and share. We are going to do it with the community, or we are going to do it by Facebook or in a session, or how we are going to make this reflect and share.
Okay. Yes. So the reflect and share, it's mainly a personal reflection. So I mean, personal, but also with us, with your co-facilitators, or with experienced movers as well. Basically, once you conduct your first workshop, I think we've never seen a first workshop being perfect. So there's always room for improvement. So it's mainly, thinking about, okay, what could have improved in terms of content delivery, time management, whatever you think could be improved, and also maybe from the feedback of your first round of participants. So there's no specific event for that, but it's mainly personal reflection. Of course, you can discuss with us, with whoever was in your workshop, but there's no particular event.
We also have a question here on the chat. Do we have to register for the next conferences, or we will get the links automatically? So you will get the link automatically from our side. I will just suggest, could you guys please go and change your name here on Zoom to your full name, so we're able to track your email address later on. And please, if you don't receive anything from us in the next 2 days, do send me an email to make sure I have you on track as well. But we will just take your name here on Zoom and use it to track your email address and send everything over. Do you have any more questions now? Or are we? Oh, Carla, do you have another question?
Yeah, sorry, it's me again. I was just wondering if this replica of the workshops have to be to a specific age group, for example, to young people, or we can focus on children and maybe older people. And do we have to do this replica of the content in Spanish, in English, or it doesn't matter?
A great question. Very specific. I love it. So on the age group, usually, so I've done a workshop for 9-year-olds. It was horrible, but it's possible. I hate kids. For me, it was like, oh my, but that's another call. But I think it's a youth program. So I guess for youth, it's a main target. Then youth, I mean, we can go down. We also have some movers who are like 14 years old and like super bright youth. For older, we didn't have the case yet, actually. Usually people just mainly organize workshops either for their own networks or either for schools, universities. So I don't really have an answer for that, but I guess it's possible. I mean, it's still possible, but keeping in mind that the main target are youth. And then in Mexico, I think the official youth definition is until 35 or 40, it depends, I'm not sure. I think as long as I would say the main target will be still the official youth. So it's 35. So I guess it's a big age range. And then whether English, Spanish, I think it depends on your audience. If you have an audience who can speak English, feel free to do it in English. But then if they need to, if they don't speak English, then yeah, you can do it in Spanish. And of course, we'll need support as well to localize everything. So to translate everything in Spanish, all the content as well. So we'll also be then the process to do that. And also we hope that we can count on everyone's support also to facilitate and accelerate this process.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Aldair?
This is a weird question. Is there an option for organizations to be like a mover, or is just for the people? I don't know. This is my question.
Yeah, it's not a weird question, or is no question is weird. No, actually, usually how we see concretely is like movers, they will reach out to organizations to help them, to communicate in social media. Maybe organizations, they want to have it for their community members. So usually we see more organization as community partners, but then you as individual, you can be mover and part of an organization. And for example, if you are part of organization, you could be the mover, but you have the support from your own organization as well to, to outreach, to whatever.
Thank you.
Thank you. So should we take the photo now?
Yes, please turn on your video for the best part. So we have 3 movers pose. I'll let Carla show the pose.
Okay, let's do this. Let me. Okay, are you guys ready? Let's do something. So here, Asians love to do this thing or this thing and things like that. So just do whatever you want. Let's take photo now. So we have 3 pages. So just keep smiling and such until I get it. Okay, here goes the first one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now the next 1, 2, 3. Okay. Perfect. And now the last 1, 2, 3. All right. So that's perfect. So thank you so much. And sorry that we run a bit late in all this. But yeah, if you have any questions, do reach out to us. We will be sending over everything for the workshops, and we're looking forward to see you all in our next sessions. Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Have a good night.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Bye. Take care.
Bye. Bye.
Good night and good day. Very nice to meet you. See you.
Nice to meet you.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.